Welcome to Real Estate Radio Live, an informative and engaging podcast discussing everything you need to know about the world of real estate. Your host, Mike D'Ambrosio, provides you with insight and guidance on how to buy, sell, finance, and invest in real estate and much, much more. And now, to guide you around the world of real estate, here's your host, Mike D'Ambrosio.
Welcome into Real Estate Radio Live, the podcast series. I'm Mike D'Ambrosio, real estate professional and your host. We're already having a good time in studio today, and I'll introduce our guests in just a second. We hope you're enjoying the new podcast format. Same great information and education. You can download our podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, or simply go to RERadiolive.com, and you can make sure to get our app in the App Store, RE Radio Live, or you can go to iTunes, or you can go to your podcast app and follow the show, and please rate our show and leave us feedback and reviews. We appreciate it. For all things real estate, you can reach out, MikeDsells.com. That's MikeDsells.com, or you can email me, Mike at RERadiolive.com. That's Mike at RERadiolive.com, or text or call in 408-630-0101. And we'd like to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. That's Taps Termite and who happens to be in studio today, Starvis Construction. How you doing? Starvis Construction's on today. Cindy, how you doing?
Good. And my daughter-in-law, Marissa. Hi.
All right, so
it's her debut.
It's her debut on the podcast. So, okay, well, let's talk. So you're actually not going to be on today talking about construction and trends and all that other stuff. So
we've talked before about your home and what adds value to your home and what you need to look for in your home and how to take care of your home. And so with our years in construction, and actually something that's been close to my heart has been helping people learn exactly what they need to do to maintain and keep the value in their home that they had. So I've created an app, so to speak, which is called House Hub.
Househub.info is the website.
Exactly.
And House Hub is in the App Store now or not yet?
It is. That's a Marissa question.
It is not in the App Store yet. We're getting ready to. It is smartphone and smart device capable and compatible. It's just we're get it in the App Stores. I think phase 2 goes along.
Okay.
So we're in pre-launch.
Okay.
So that's why we're announcing it on your show.
Wow.
In a few places we're announcing
there
it.
We go.
So we have
we're
a
lucky.
Special offer. So we'd like
tune in at the end of the show to get that offer. Definitely.
We would like your listeners to definitely participate and give us their feedback. So This is really about things like, you're supposed to change your furnace filter, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember to do it?
Yes, I do because I put it in my calendar. Usually, but I'm a rare breed.
Okay, you are. Yeah. Because most people say no. Do you know what you need to buy?
No.
Right.
I have to figure it out every time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this House Hub is a place where it will remind you on your smart device when you need to do some maintenance. It will tell you what you need to look for. It will tell you if there's something you need to purchase. If you see that there's something wrong, it will tell you if you'd like to fix it yourself, how to do it, all the way down to your foundation and all the way up to if you have a loose shingle.
Wow.
It'll tell you all of that. And then if you don't want to do any part of any of it, then you click a button and hire a contractor, and they're vetted professionals through the National Association of the Remodeling Industry. So they've all been vetted and go through an application process. Everything's checked, all their licenses and everything, so you know that you're in good hands. And a contractor will contact you and take care of it, and then you mark it off, and then until the next year or however long it is.
So it's basically like a diagnostic of the whole house, essentially.
It is.
Right. And then also, I think a part of it is like users' manuals and stuff, right? So walk us through, like, I guess maybe when someone buys a house, usually if you buy an existing home, most of the time the owner doesn't have the manual for the microwave and the manual for the stove and whatever else is in the house.
Right.
So what does one have to do, both maybe if they're living in an existing home, if they get the app, and then what do they have to go through to do that? Or if they buy, I guess it would be the same process, but
it is the same process. Yeah. So you can enter in as little or as much information as you have. So if you were buying a new house and you didn't have a lot of information, you would enter in, yes, I have a furnace. Yes, I have insulation. Yes, I have, the first go through for me when I did my house took about 10 minutes, and I entered in the basics of the house. And frankly, that starts the clock counting. So as soon as you enter in that you have insulation, then it triggers for however many days before the reminder pops up for you to check your attic insulation and whatnot. So, but for things like your microwave and things like that, you can take a picture, you can upload it, you can check out the model number, you can do that. There's very general maintenance ideas for what to do in general for a microwave, what to look for that could be a problem. If there's something that you need a professional for, it'll say that. Now, the beauty is once that microwave's done working, right, then you buy your new one. So we just bought a barbecue. So our last barbecue, hopefully. Yeah. They last so long, right? So got the manual, took a picture of everything, and then you upload it into House Hub. So everything is all in one place. So from now on, when I want to know what I need to do for anything for the barbecue, all I have to do is go to outdoors, barbecue, and up it pops. So you can do that with your plans. You can do that with any kind of permit. So ideally, when somebody sells the house and they have taken care of the house, they're going to be able to pass this on to future owners, which if anybody's thinking about remodeling in the future, they just save them a bunch of money by not having to have plans drawn. And also just by knowing exactly what's there and that it's been taken care of.
Right.
So, and the beauty of this is that it locks. So you have a year to put in your information. We figured that's enough time. And if you don't want to do it, you can hire the contractor. They can walk around. They can do the assessment for you. But a year, and after that time, it locks. So then everything is layered on top of that. So there's no cheating.
Right.
Right? When you go to sell the house, it's not like, I'm going to sell the house. I'm going to fill this in really fast. Right? So that helps with the integrity of the program so people know that they can really trust it.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions going through my head right now, but the main thing is so you buy the house or you get the app, you're living in your house. I mean, what exact components of the house are involved in this? Not to get too detailed, but I mean, there's so many things in a household, and I'm just thinking of the kitchen's an easy example because you have appliances in there.
Kitchen's a hard example.
Well, it's an example to target things like a microwave and a stove and a oven and all of that stuff is easy to so and then. But let's talk about a bathroom. Are we talking? I mean, what in a bathroom or what in a bedroom? What other things in the house how do you break that down?
So let's take a bedroom. Well, first off, Marissa will attest to this. So for those of you that are listening, I came up with this idea. It was really out of my love it really started out of my love for seniors and wanting to help them and their kids who were more than likely taking care of their own house, take care of their homes, and know that they were going to be taken care of if they needed help, right? So I wrote everything. It took me almost a year to write everything. So everything was researched. I either used my team, 40 years in construction, I have a lot of connections, so I used my team for information. I researched it. I wrote everything. So this is detailed to your sprinkler system. I could tell you how to change and repair a diving board. So a bedroom's pretty easy. So a bedroom's really, what is the flooring? What is the wall material? Generally plaster, sheetrock, could be something else. What is the paint and what is the color? Instead of going through all the paint cans, right? Right?
It's always a pain.
What is the color? And then, is there a trim? So what is the style of the trim? Take a picture.
Okay.
Then you have it. If you need to go match it, there it is. It's on your phone.
Right.
When you're at the hardware store, right? So, trying to think what else. Closet doors, things like that. So if you,
electrical outlets.
Yes, electrical.
So you can know if it's grounded plugs or how many are in the bedroom.
Right.
And shutters, screens, all of that,
right.
Everything. Anything, your envelope, everything that's in a room is categorized in there. So, and you have the opportunity to put anything and everything in there.
Okay. Very good.
So we're excited.
Yeah,
we want people to take
it's a
care
really
of their
great
house.
idea.
So
I think.
this is the brilliant thing. Once you get into it, is if you go in there, because people will first go in there and they'll look at it and they'll be like, oh, we're entering in our stuff. Okay, great. When you go in and it's like, okay, what do I need to look for when it's time to maintain my screens or my windows or to do a yearly check around the outside of my house? When you go in there, that's where the gold is, because that's what people don't know. Like, what do I look for? Do I look for, signs of water dripping? Do I look for, the screens being torn apart? Do I look for, signs of moisture in the windows, things like that? So that's really where the gold is. That's really the stuff that through our years of experience in construction, we kind of take for granted, but that I go into so many houses that people don't know they could have taken care of a problem had they just known what to look for.
Right.
So that is really the gold. Now, the thing is, once you enter in, say you buy a house, you just enter everything in, and you use today's date. Then in 3 months, check your furnace filter comes up, or clean your dishwasher, or your hood vent or something. And then you go to how to do that, and then you mark off that you've done the maintenance, and it checks it off for another year.
And you can also, with that, also put in there that if you don't want to do it or don't have the time, can't do it, don't understand it, you can hire to have a contractor come out and do the maintenance for you and do everything from start to finish for you. So, and like Cindy said, they're all vetted, they're all there, and it's specific to your area. So you're not going to get one somewhere North Bay in your South Bay or from Idaho or wherever. You're going to get someone central to you.
Yeah, very good.
So, and the other thing is that at that point that you're looking at it is when maybe you fill in more of the information. So you're So it tells you, okay, it's time to look at the hood vent. So which people, just so you know, you should clean up your cooking hood vent, especially if you do a lot of cooking.
Don't.
Yes, exactly. So clean it. And so when you're doing that, take a picture, whatever, mark down a few things. Yeah, oh, look, here's the model. Or just take a picture of the model number and upload it. That way you have it. If you need it, you go to the appliance store, boom, there you have it, and you have all the information that you need. Awesome.
All right, well, we got a lot more to get to on the other side of the break. We're going to take a quick break. Cindy Carey and Marissa from Starburst Construction are in studio today, and one of our wonderful sponsors. They're actually talking about a new app they've created. It's called House Hub. You go to househub.info. Stick around on the other side of the break for a special deal on this new program, and we'll be right back.
For more information on today's program, visit reradiolive.com. That's reradiolive.com. Do you know Mike D'Ambrosio, reputable real estate professional in the Silicon Valley? He was born and raised here in Silicon Valley. He's very excited to be working in a geographic area that he loves and knows well. He firmly believes that this is the best place to live in the entire country. He specializes in Bay Area real estate. Are your family's needs changing? Are your parents in need of changing living conditions? Are your children first-time home buyers? Do you just want to expand your income revenue stream through real estate investments? He would be happy to meet with you and discuss your options while explaining the advantages of using his team to expand your opportunities of owning real estate in the Bay Area. He's dedicated to providing you quality, honesty, and creativity in every real estate transaction. He's highly recommended by many for his attention to his clients' needs and by making sure that your experience is as enjoyable and as painless as possible. Real estate transactions are not small tasks, and that's why they should be done efficiently, smartly, and as thoroughly as possible. That's his promise to you. Whether you're buying or selling, let him put his expertise and experience to work for you and make your transaction a smooth and enjoyable one. The time is now. Don't let another opportunity slip by. Call him directly at 408-630-0101. Email Mike at MikeDSells.com or visit his website, MikeDSells.com. CalBRE number 0184192. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio Live. For more information on today's topic or guests, just visit reradiolive.com. That's reradiolive.com. Again, your host for today's edition of Real Estate Radio Live, Mike D'Ambrosio.
Welcome back in. This is Mike D'Ambrosio on Real Estate Radio Live, the podcast, and Cindy Carey with Starburst Construction and Marissa. What's Marissa's last name? I don't even know.
Let's just call her Smith because that's my son's name. But
all right,
it will give him more motivation.
All right. Nice. Good debut joke, Marissa. All right, they're in studio with Starburst Construction, but they're here today with House Hub, househub.info, and you had some interesting stats about all this and why people should use a program like this and making their house healthier. Yes, absolutely, and it is healthier. In fact, go to my construction life a little bit, and I just visited a woman's home that you could walk up to the doorway and it smelled. You could smell the mildew. The mildew. The mildew. The mildew. It was mold and mildew. it was the mildew. It was horrible. So let's avoid that, right? So they say that if you don't do any maintenance on your house, that when you go to sell it, that if you have not done any maintenance, you will lose 10% of what the total value of the house is. Mm-hmm. So in this valley, $800,000, that's hardly even, you can't even hardly find anything for $800,000 anymore. So you figure 10% of that you're going to lose right off the top if you haven't done any maintenance. By simply doing these simple maintenance measures, which number one are going to give you peace of mind, it's going to create a much healthier building. And then thirdly, it will add, according to this study from Duke University and Syracuse University, it will add 1% a year to the value of your home. So the idea is, for most of us, this is our largest investment. And you want to take care of it so that it keeps increasing in value and is continuing to make you money. Money, yeah. Yeah. Passively. Yeah, exactly. So. Okay. And then how can this correlate with with insurance and, people often have to send their insurance companies, I don't know, things that what they have in the house or, this could maybe, so how to talk about that relationship with an insurance company. So I'm currently working with some insurance companies, and the idea is to find out what kind of payback it will be for the insurance company, because it's a time saver for them. Yeah. Right? If there's a loss and you have everything stored someplace else, all the information in the house, and this is just not information about the house, this is everything in the house. This is all of your TVs, you can put your jewelry in there, you can put everything in there, so you have everything in one place. So if there is a loss, like a catastrophic loss, like a fire, then you've just saved the insurance company a lot of time, right? And yourself too, a lot of trauma of having to recreate everything. So we're working on that, and hopefully that will get, what we're looking towards is some sort of a discount, right, on the homeowner's insurance because of you taking care of the house and identifying the systems. We have some cool stuff coming up in the next phase. We're already on the next phase that will even tie in more with your home insurance and hopefully make it even cooler. I guess the discount might correlate with how much you've completed of the house, I guess, right? So. But again, you just need to enter a little bit to get it started, and you don't have to do any of it if you don't want to. Yeah. So why is that? Why don't you have to do it? You can hire a contractor who will walk around and do the assessment and fill it in. Okay, maybe did I miss that earlier on the show? Well, Marissa said it a little bit, but so talk about that. So because I'd bet for people in Silicon Valley that are busy, they might not want to do all that work. Yep. Or someone that's older that doesn't use a phone or whatever. Like you said, the kids that could theoretically take care of their parents' house by having this app and knowing what's going on with it. So that's really good that someone else can do it. So talk about that a little bit.
So with the program, we have in there that you can hire a contractor for anything, for filling out from the beginning that you set in, you want to do this program, you set in there, but you don't have the time to go around your house and look at everything or know so much that what am I really looking at my house? What is this? I know it's a house, but you don't know your contents. So with hiring a contractor, they come out, they obviously introduce yourself, they go through your house, everything that's on the list, and they fill everything out for you. So they'll put in there as everything specific enough that you can give them. So it's along the lines of like the manuals and everything. If you have those ready, they can do it for you. If not, then there might be some research on someone's end on that one. But more or less, the whole envelope of the house by a contractor can be filled out, and exterior-wise of that. And then from there, ideally the program's set up so that the contractor is the one that is with you throughout the whole time that you have your house and someone you trust. And with NARI vetting them, they are contractors that are trusted and have all the proper licenses to do everything. So you're not just having a stranger come into your house to do everything. You're having someone that knows construction, knows what a house is, knows not only the HVAC system or whatever, but everything in there. So they help you out.
Yeah, that's good.
And the beauty of it is that they can come in and do the first, walkthrough, enter everything in for you. And then, changing your furnace filters. Most people can probably figure out what they need to buy. Go to the hardwood store, take your thing, and what did I say? Did I say hardwood? Hardware. Sorry.
They have hardwood.
They do have hardwood. There is hardwood floors. There are, yes. So, but if you want to, you do that yourself, you just mark it off. Okay. So you can use a contractor for as much or as little. The idea is really for you, like Marissa said, to build a relationship with them so they get to know your house. And they get to know you, and you feel comfortable. Especially, again, going back to that senior market. Mm-hmm. Super important for them because they're a huge market that gets taken advantage of. So that's very, very important to me that people feel like they're being taken care of.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this, too, from a disclosure standpoint as a real estate agent. Oftentimes, people don't know a lot about what's going on with their house or they fill out the disclosures and then sometimes they forget about things and then they have to go back and change it or whatnot. So, I think this could really help out with that whole part of the process is disclosing the proper things. Now, there's probably some people out there that might freak out about that because they don't. Mm-hmm. Some people get weird about disclosure and stuff, and they shouldn't because they could get sued if they don't disclose something. But so I think this can make it really easy for someone to just fill out a disclosure package if they have this entire. You guys are calling it an envelope, I guess. Is that what?
Well,
the house
building
envelope?
Is that? Yeah, it's the house envelope. Though it is true, we go a little bit into landscaping. So we talk about sprinkler systems, irrigation, drainage, fencing. In fact, I think exteriors. Yeah.
So everything basically on your property line.
Yeah.
In your property line is able to be included.
If you have a septic tank, that's in there.
Right.
So everything that you.
What if there's something that there's not there? Is there a way for people to help add it or reach out to you guys to add it or something? I'm sure you covered all your bases, but you never know. Something weird might pop up.
Do you know why it took me so long to write? Was ask this one. She sat next to me. Was like, what?
Every day.
What do you call this? What's this? Wait. Oh yeah. Oh darn it! I thought I was done with roofs. I forgot. Foam roofs. Yeah. I forgot TPO or IPO roofs, which are like pool liner roofs. Yeah. So I did the best I could, but I'm one person. So absolutely. And I tried to look at like a national kind of market.
Yeah.
So if there's something missing, there's also a glossary. So there's a glossary so that if you don't know what the terms are, it's right there so that hopefully that will help you out. But we're available definitely.
And so the program too, just so people know, it's easy enough to use that a homeowner can do it. You don't have to hire a contractor to do it. It's very user-friendly enough to actually do it yourself as well.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. So I should say my husband can do it, and he's a little older than me, and, he types like this.
Yeah. He's a
chicken
one-finger button masher.
Yeah, not quite as bad as the sloth at the DMV.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Well, I don't know. What movie?
Zootopia.
Oh, see, I don't watch.
Oh, well, wait.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be watching all the kid movies soon.
Yeah,
you'll be there soon enough.
I watched a couple with my niece, but I don't know.
So, anyways, not quite that bad, but it is fairly easy. That's a good movie, right? Yeah, you have to watch it.
So,
Sorry, we digress, as per usual.
Let's talk about cost, because we're getting near the end of the show, and I know people are interested. So
the cost is $155 one time only.
Okay.
So one-time fee, that's for your first year. That includes the maintenance fees and all that good stuff. So because, we're storing everything. Mm-hmm. So after that, it's $64.99 or $9.99 a month. You do the math for the updates and the maintenance.
Okay, so $155. So let's say I order it January 1st of next year.
Correct.
That pays for the whole next year.
Yes.
Then in 2019,
it
would be $64.99 for the next year.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes, and that's any updates and anything.
Yeah.
So, which is really good because there's some really cool.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I've got some smart stuff coming down the pike that we're super excited about.
Connecting it into. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So
that's very affordable, and to house all of that information, I think it's super important. And the fact that if you're talking about a percent, that it might add to your house value a year, that's minuscule.
Oh,
you know, it really is not that much.
Right.
So I'm just thinking, like, so from a personal perspective, to get rid of all the manuals and crap at my house.
Yes.
You know, like, that's the real value for me, is like having all that online. And I mean,
and so literally you go to, like, my new barbecue. We bought it at, shout out to Ace. We bought it at Ace, right? So we go back to Ace.
I like supporting the local Ace.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not, you know.
So I'm like, hey, look, you know, I bought this here. Here's my receipt. I'm having issues. It's still under warranty. You just have to take it on your smart device. You have log in. You have everything right there.
Yeah. That's great.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Good
if
stuff.
I do say so myself.
Yeah. All right. So anything else before we wrap up the show?
Well, we're
on
offering a special offer. So if you log into househub.info, and if you put in the code, now it's case sensitive. So it's HouseHub Guests. So capital H, capital H.
Is there a snake on the podcast today?
HouseHub Guests. So 2 capital H's, HHUBGUESTS.
Okay. All right.
And that's Cindy with HouseHub and Starburst Construction.
All right. There you go. Again,
and Marissa.
That's househub.info. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Ladies, it was really good and awesome idea.
You've been with me through this.
Yes, I have.
I've
known about this for a long time, and but now we can then talk about it.
Start
so it's
talking
good.
About it.
So no, it's a great idea. I wish you nothing but the best
Thank
and success and all that good stuff. So thanks for tuning in to Real Estate Radio Live. For all things Real Estate Radio Live, go to reradiolive.com, or you can go to my website, MikeDSales.com. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.
You've been listening to Real Estate Radio Live. For more information on today's program, visit reradiolive.com. That's reradiolive.com. Subscribe to our podcast. Discover more at reradiolive.com.